ruled the oceans for more than 400 million years and play a vital role in the sea's overall health. Worldwide, over 100 million sharks are killed by humans every year. As a result, 30% of all shark species in the world are threatened or at risk of extinction. Did you know that more people die because of a falling coconut than because of a shark?
You believe that story? It's bogus, a legend. Verify now how many people died by mosquito bites.
Okay, let's see. Mosquitoes. It says here the mosquitoes are the deadliest creature worldwide. They kill about 650,000 people each year.
Let's get out of here.
Yeah.
So, what do you think?
Wow, so scary. Come on, you guys kill less than 10 people every year. You're the least of my worries.
What is that?
Those are thousands of shark fins.
What? Why are people doing this?
11,000 sharks are killed every hour by humans as a result of shark finning and overfishing.
Yes, it's horrible. By doing this, we're getting ourselves into serious trouble because we really need sharks.
Yeah, and someone who can tell us more about this is STINAPA biologist Karen Eckridge. So, why are sharks so important?
Well, sharks are thought to be keystone species. And what this means is that they're so important to the ecosystem that if you remove them, the ecosystem will change dramatically or even collapse. And this can really unbalance the coral reef if we remove sharks. Let me give you an example. In the northeastern US, fishermen started fishing sharks when shark fin soup became popular. So they went out and they fished out all the hammerhead sharks in that area. And this is important because hammerheads feed on cownose rays, and the cownose rays feed on scallops. So when they wiped out the hammerheads, the cownose rays increased dramatically. Their population went up, and they started feeding on all of those scallops. So the scallop fishery collapsed. So a fishery that had been successful for hundreds of years was wiped out, and the fishermen, they lost their livelihoods, not to mention a really important food source for that area.
So then why are the shark population get wiped out so quickly?
Well, sharks aren't like most fish. In fact, most fish, it takes them a year or two before they mature and can have babies. But sharks, it takes between 8 and 30 years before they can begin producing babies.
Wow.
Yeah. Also, some fish will mate every day, and sharks, they only mate about once a year or once every 2 years. And then most fish, when they produce thousands of eggs. But sharks, they only produce a few young.
But then, why are so many being killed?
They're mainly being killed for their fins, which is a delicacy in some parts of the world. So the demand for shark fin soup has wiped them out. Also, millions of sharks are killed every year accidentally through nets, fishing nets, and also long lines.
And what about around Bonaire in the Caribbean?
Have you ever seen a shark here?
Yeah, but just in the distance.
I've only seen him twice.
Only twice? Well, maybe we'll get lucky. Let's go see if we can find one.
Let's do it.
Okay.
Vamos.
In Bonaire, 25 species of sharks may be found, but many are at risk of extinction. Healthy sharks mean healthy reefs. And because coral reefs are suffering throughout the world, Bonaire is doing everything it can to keep our reefs healthy, including protecting sharks that swim in our oceans. If we have healthy reefs, we have healthy fish. Good for the fishermen, good for the tourists, so good for Bonaire.
go. Oh, that was nice.
All right. Awesome. So, what can we do to help protect sharks? Well, you can spread the word that sharks are worthy of protection. The sharks are to the ocean what lions are to the African savanna. We need them. Also, you can support protected areas for these magnificent creatures.
Yeah, our marine park is a protected area. I really support that.
Great.
Yeah, and especially now that we have Yayari Marine Mammal and Shark Sanctuary around our island, it's great. But what difference do these protected areas actually make?
I know somebody that knows all about this.
We have a connection.
Hi guys!
Hi, Mr. Ashman. So, how can we make sure we don't lose all of our sharks?
Well, I want to talk about the branch of the law that involves ecocide. Ecocide is a term given when people destroy entire ecosystems and thus harm the livelihoods and food supplies of the people that depend on them. For example, your fishermen on Bonaire and the Dutch Caribbean depend on a healthy coral reef for fishing and food. Killing 100 million apex predators, such as sharks, each year is an example of extreme overfishing. And what is currently happening to coral reefs around the globe can be considered ecocide. If Bonaire's coral reefs are destroyed, it will change everything for the people, depending on these reefs for food and income. As sharks are a very important element of those coral reefs, we must ensure their survival. Sanctuaries such as Yayari are a really good way to do this.
What is Yayari exactly?
If you look at the map, you can see it includes Bonaire's international waters and is meant to protect sharks, rays and marine mammals from overfishing. It is a great safeguard, thus, for these fishing grounds.
So, as long as these creatures are in our waters, they're protected.
Yeah, we all need to do our part to make sure these amazing animals are still here for our kids to see.
Buon tardi, quanto vai? Mi nome è Tino.
Julia.
Buon tardi.
Tino, bubobi sa nós tocante bebida como pescador.
Well, para mim começar completo, tá com... Fora de chiquito, mas comecei a pescar com minha tata de fundo, então me tem roupa aí pesca, então me tem roupa e experiência com pescamento.
E que dá boa experiência com o tribom?
Well, minha experiência tá com... Nunca nós não a pesca dirigir para o tribom, solamente tá com o tribom da como nós pescar fora de nós. Senhora, nós não gosta para tribom como nós pescamos, nós gostamos de pescar para bem, né? Portanto, tribom, nós com um tribom tá para acidente, não tá, nós não tá dirigir o tribom. Yeah.
Quanto tribom tá querendo que na boneiro na que acidentalmente cada ano?
Não tá querendo roupa, não tá querendo reportar 365 dias. Agora vou partir na semana, tá 52 semanas, me tem que reportar menos 52 tribom.
Okay,
menos, muito menos.
Menos de para cima.
Correto,
No...
menos de para cima. Okay. Muito menos.
Okay.
Yeah. Pastor niyo não tá pisca direto de.
E como você não vai piscar para o tribom?
Yeah. Não, pastor, o tribom não tá o bom vender. E não tem preço. O preço tá mais nada paga mais tiki pe. E também tá o tribom olha stinky. Olha mais stinky. Não tem nada gosto como tribom, mais pouco. Tem hora para poder ter pita tribom, vamos se passar em lamunchi, passar em leite, assim, e cosco nem para kita eu los stinky go etin forage.
Okay.
Yeah.
E agora basta, mi futuro tá depender do ecossistema de lamang salu.
Dime como também.
E agora bom, temos uma população de pescar duradouro para nosso futuro.
Então, sem tribom, nós não temos que ser. Kierman, por favor,
Proteger nosso tribom.